Hello, my name is Cole Smith. I'm here doing current event summary number 8. So the question asked is, why is there a truck driver shortage? So we'll get into the first point we have, and probably the biggest reason is an aging workforce. The average age of a truck driver in the U.S. is about 50 years old, and that's nearing the retirement age. Even with retirement age increasing, it's still getting on up there. So, with the average truck driver about to reach retirement, we would need a huge influx of young drivers to come in and replace them. However, young people don't want to do it. So that means that they're losing employees faster than they can hire them, essentially. Um, and the second point, and why most young folks don't want to do this, is the lifestyle and working conditions. Being a truck driver, you're gonna have to spend a majority of your time existing on the road. Like, you're gonna be driving more than you sleep, most likely. That's gonna be hard on your eyes. It's gonna be hard on your mental. And it's going to be hard to keep your wits about you when you have to deal with all the idiots on the road, like I had to deal with coming home today from freaking wherever I was at, Cave City. It was terrible. Can't imagine doing that for a living. So the working conditions are no bueno. And then the third point would be pay and compensation. It is true that truck drivers do make a decent amount of money. It is a dangerous job after all, and more dangerous jobs require more income to entice people to come and do it. Excuse me. However, truck drivers, excuse me again, sorry, just kind of unanimously, an average, like an average statement. It's not like a complete statement, but on average, they say that the pay doesn't match the amount of work and stress involved, which, kind of fair. I don't know if, six figures can make up for having to deal with some of the Arkansas drivers, my Lord. So that may be another turnoff for young people as well. They just don't see a point in having to deal with what they have to deal with and then make X amount of money. And then, so the fourth point, we'll talk about regulations and training barriers. Obviously, you can't just hop up in an 18-wheeler and drive it if you have your driver's license. There's a special sort of process involved for that, and it can cost thousands of dollars. So it's time and it's money that you have to put in to a job that you may or may not even like. And that's really stressful and that's really dangerous. So that is a huge turnoff for people as well, is just having to put all of this in before you even get into the job. And the fifth point would be the growing freight demand. So since the population of truck drivers is decreasing, and since freight demand is increasing, it makes the shortage even more apparent, is because you need more of what you don't have. So what you don't have is more apparent. So and that's only going to be more of a problem. Eventually, probably, and Jeff Bezos will be rich enough to hire robots to do his bidding. But for now, it's a major financial issue, especially for those trying to ship their products. I'm sure the prices for them have gone up tenfold. So it's a bad deal all around. And the last point is public perception and the recruitment challenges. It's hard to sell a job that the person that you're selling to knows beforehand that they're probably not gonna like. Like, it's hard to sell something that, number one, if you don't believe in it that much, and if you're not fully into the trucking service, all into it, then it's gonna be hard to sell it, especially to somebody that's it's really like on the fence, or it could go somewhere else. So unless you are like, you feel it in here, you need that truck, and you're a trucker at heart, it's going to be really hard to sell it to the young guys. But that's the end of my video. So thank you for listening, and have a good day.